Bruce Blakeman, NCPD Commissioner Patrick Ryder, Village of New Hyde Park Mayor Christopher Devane, and village officials and trustees. Please rise for the national anthem, which will be performed by department vocalist, police officer Nicole Thumhart.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon. And in typical New Hyde Park fashion, we have rain on a day that we're doing a celebration. I got to start by thanking Mayor Devine and his entire board, because the love that first responders get from the village of New Hyde Park is unheard of. They always do the right thing. They stand up for the men and women who are giving back and serving their great village and the great county here. So again, Mr. Mayor, thank you very much. A great town supervisor from the town of North Hempstead, Jen DeSena, always doing the right thing by law enforcement, giving up her Saturday to be here. 100 years ago, this past April 16th, we started the first police department. 55 men and women bravely signed up to be officers here in Nassau County. Of that 55, 11 were put on motorcycles, several on horseback, and the rest walking foot post. They sacrificed so much to serve this great county. When we look back at the 100-year anniversary, we started to how we're going to celebrate and what we're going to do and what kind of events. And we, of course, always look at the sacrifices made by the 50 men and women that are on the wall on our memorial on the front lawn of police headquarters. We looked and saw that about 30 of those men and women have no marking anywhere in the county of Nassau. So the words we promised to never forget were not kept. We did forget. We forgot those 30 and those sacrifices. Today we are going to honor one of those heroes, a World War I veteran that came home after serving his country, signed up to be a police officer here in Nassau County, and after 10 years of service here, he lost his life due to gunfire, and unfortunately, we forgot him. Well, today we bring him back. Today we will honor him with the great work that has been done by the police booth, the plaque on the side, and a street naming. Once again, New Hyde Park stands up and does the right thing for the men and women in law enforcement, our first responders, the great New Hyde Park Fire Department. We thank you. We promise to keep our promises going forward, and we will never forget ever again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be here. One thing I'll say about Nassau County Police as we're celebrating 100 years, and also all of our fire service, is that they know how to pay tribute to the men and women who sacrifice their lives for our safety. So I'm always happy to see the fire trucks involved, and of course we have many celebrations. We're going to be spending many other weekends remembering our fallen men and women of the police. But with this naming, ordinary citizens, boys and girls walking down the street, going to get ice cream, enjoying the beautiful community of New Hyde Park, North Hempstead, Nassau County, they will see the name of a hero, somebody who really sacrificed for our country and our community. And that is our job, is to make sure that our children, that our community respect the real heroes who built our community. And very often they have inspired future generations, and we can see future generations who continue to serve through the police and the fire department. So we're gathered here to thank a hero, and I thank the mayor and everyone from the village and Commissioner Ryder and the police for putting together this well-deserved celebration, this commemoration. Thank you.
I just want to introduce my board: Trustee Eve Shake, Trustee Rainer Berger, Trustee Ed Quinlan. I want to thank the New Hyde Park Fire Department Chief John Waldron for being here. I want to thank our fantastic auxiliary police for being here as well. And when we first started speaking about this, Detective Lieutenant Pentanato, who's been fantastic, working together with him, when we first started talking about this, he had said that they wanted to honor Patrolman Benedict in some way, shape, or form. And unfortunately, he lost his life at Jericho Turnpike and Lakeville Road. And it just so happens there happens to be a police booth here, and we came up with the idea to dedicate the police booth to Patrolman Benedict. And I called upon one of our village residents, Ray Sikorsky, from Branded Visual Solutions. Ray happens to be here today. And I started working with Ray. I said, Ray, we got to do something special for the family. Because I was able to meet the family at the training center when all 50 members who died in the line of duty were there. And what a great family. The Cariola family, Chief Benedict. And it was really touching to me to hear the stories. And it doesn't matter whether Officer Benedict died 86 years ago or 86 days ago. Officer Benedict died because he answered that call. And what happened on February 3rd, 1939, is 2 lives were lost. Certainly Officer Benedict's life was lost, his physical life at that point in time, but a second life was lost. And that life was a life of hopes and dreams, family, brothers, sisters, mothers, father, grandparents. He never got to see that. He never got to see the rest of his family, birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving. And I say that as the proud son of a police officer. I had my father for 85 years. He was my hero. I looked up to him. I looked up to him based on what he did. He was also a veteran, but I looked up to him based on what he did on a daily basis. And for the last 5 years at Village Hall, we've had up every single day for the last 5 years. We honor all police officers, our everyday heroes, because that's what our police officers are. Everyday heroes, putting it on the line 24/7, 365. It is so sad and unfortunate we lost Officer Benedict in the village of New Hyde Park, but we lost him because he answered that call. We lost him because he was there that day to answer that call, to serve and protect us. And I think about that every single day. And I want to tell you on behalf of the village of New Hyde Park, every single day we will make sure that that police booth is taken care of, because we're going to thank him every single day. Because of Ray Sikorsky's beautiful design, he will be here in perpetuity. The light will shine on him every single night. And on behalf of the village of New Hyde Park, I am so sorry for your loss, but I thank you and your family for your service. Thank you all for coming today.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Chief Waldron, if you could please unveil the street sign.
Of the street sign that you see up there for the Cariola family and for Chief Benedict, this is what it looks like. So what we normally do, Chief, is we tell people when we name a street sign after a resident or a family member, we tell them you can drive however you want in the village of New Hyde Park. But since you have the Chief's vehicle, we already know you do that anyway, so that's not really a benefit to you. There you go. So on behalf of the village of New Hyde Park, again, thank you. We're sorry for your loss, and we will honor him every single day, and in our hearts as well. Thank you. Thank you.